All right. So we'll bake it in, do the full voltage, full current, full power testing, validate it works. This one had a lot more dust in it, so I got all the fasteners and all the spare parts. You can adjust the dials through the hole. Why is that riding high? Something feels funny. It may just be this been sitting around so long. Things that can happen. These little things rotate. This can be sitting high. This can be sitting high. This can be sitting high. If you put bigger caps in, those can be riding high. The whole case can be bent, twerked, tweaked. I think it's good. Yeah, the whole front of it's bent. It's probably been dropped several times. This whole front edge is bent. I'm not going to bend it back. Okay, what do we have? Spare counterfeit MOSFETs. They work, but we haven't load tested them yet, so let's see. More spare counterfeit MOSFETs. That's odd. There's one more air guide fastener in here, which makes me wonder, did we miss a fastener someplace? Delete plate, extra fuses, solder those without the old ones, more counterfeit MOSFETs. These will go into the rebuild kit. Okay, pretty good full set of fasteners here. Let's figure out why this says "and air guide." There's one extra screw in here, so we'll have a look at that again. I probably just skipped one. So this is the air guide screw right here. One back here, one right here. So if you want to know where you miss screws, you stand it up and you look through light. If there's any light shining through, you missed a screw. Aha, so right over here. This screw holds in an auxiliary GPIB board. That's not it. There's two screws over here that can be empty. Hit, 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 hit. I think it's a non-pop. There's one back here. Aha, we did miss one. Oh, it's an important one too. It's a shield for this bastard. All right, see, didn't do our quality check. Did something here. Lock washer, spin washer. You see what I'm working on? Count your fasteners. Let's shield for this bastard. All right. Let me just interleave this cable. Dude, this has been torn down for fucking ever. So the fact that I still have everything kitted up is pretty fucking amazing. Thank you. in a dirty, dusty shed. If you've been following along, how many times have I like pushed this thing to the side? And you know what I mean? They strip easy, so set them in by hand. You can just tighten them. Now some of these fasteners are longer. There's 2 long ones, 3 long ones, and a bunch of short ones. I don't recall which are the long and the short. And usually I'm pretty uptight about that, but in this case, I'm not super worried. I think the longer ones do something structural, maybe where it's sitting on the rack mount. Pretty sure these are shorties around here. You might have to loosen these back up. This thing's pretty tweaked. Oh yeah, these aren't the original fasteners. That's not even a Phillips. Yeah, so that's why some of these are long. Someone replaced some at some point. Just 1 or 2 is sufficient to get the airflow working like it should. It helps it with flex. All right, this one's gonna need a special driver. I think what we'll do is steal a few of these fasteners for the other supply. Give them. Oh. Don't drop them in there. If given a choice, I'd probably put fasteners toward the front. God, yeah, a bunch of these are Allen. I put them towards the front because there's more stuff up here that needs to line up. Okay, special Allen kit. I'm about to take a wild adventure. Whoever calls me on my Schindler Super Sale, I'm sure they'll put me through it. I always learn something. That's how you meet new people. You get kind of tired of your gig, dude? Just go put yourself up on sale someplace. Make new friends. Be careful, you don't want to put one in here that's too long anymore. You hit next assembly, you'll find out. Make sure you always ground these things. It's pretty important. Now, I don't sell these. These are for my personal use. I got a bunch of them, and they come in real handy. We got all but one fastener. They've almost always been dropped. They've always got like at least 2 problems, if not 3 or 4. All right. So I'm pretty comfortable just leaving this on the bench for a burn-in. Looks like we got a loose screw down here. Schindler's got a few loose screws, apparently. If he finds himself without paying work. I worked hard to have no paying work, dude. You can see that there was a stern relief here previously. So there's a cover that goes over this. A piece of Kapton will do. I usually just zip tie that off to something. For this one, maybe punch a hole through this, something like that. Yeah, let's do that. This is not a good stern release, but you know, just something to pass unit test, to show intent. Catch a thread, cut off the excess. Should have got that tighter before I cut it. Oops, it's too long. Same principle, heavier duty. And while that's halfway out, that might even be sufficient. I'd put a washer on there. Alright, that is insufficient. Yeah, I should have yanked the shit out of that first. There we go. Can you pick it up? Can't quite pick it up by that. You get the idea, though. I'll be fine. Still always working on a better stern release solution back there. Capped on. Let's get a piece of tape over this. It's exposed 120 or 240. The freaking sea lions are going nuts down there. This is just to stop, like, if you're moving it around the bench and you bump it into something, just to minimize the blowing of breakers and such. There we go. A couple mils of Kapton will be fine. Alright. Let's fire it up. What I do in my garage, man, to get fucking super broken shit working is different than, what I'm capable of doing. You don't do your best work all the time. Sometimes your best work is to get it fucking done as fast and as cheap as possible. Still missing a 3/32. I remember kitting that up. I think that went to Washington. I steal parts out of here from time to time and I replenish them. I have a giant bin of extra hacks. Like if I have to leave a part, a part gets destroyed. Or not. Make sure all your kits are complete. Chad, those guys will stab you bad. They come with little rubber covers. I've got those. These came in handy. I usually throw that kind of shit away. These were Uncle Buck's. He had like fucking 1,000 of them, dude. And I'm like, what are you doing with those? And, yeah. Plug it in. Works better if you plug it in. So let's let this thing warm up. It's ice cold out here. Let's let this thing self-heat. Yeah, the 600 volt does the same thing. When it starts up cold and wet, it reads arbitrary high current. Oop, we missed one. Yeah. Well, fixed the 600 volt, fixed the 125 amp, fixed the 60 volt, fixed the 33 volt, dude. We're on a fucking roll over here. I fixed every Swanson. Every single Swanson power supply I own is bought, fucked, and repaired. Feats of strength, dude. I'll get all these tools out again, just we're going through cleanup right now. You want the biscuit fan sticker? People will buy things like that, dude. Like, original biscuit fan sticker. Looking serious, like $6. It's hilarious. If they're trying to restore something perfect. I kind of like this piece of shit. 60 watt soldering iron with adjustable temp, it belts out. Ooh. Yeah, it's settling out. Went from 15 amps of noise to these parts are replaced. Always save the parts you replace for the customer so they can see. Always take video so they can see. Otherwise, they won't appreciate what you did for them. I got that working, dude. What's the date? It's about to be 2025, right? What's this, 12? Is it? It's 11. Alright. So the current's still reading a little wild. Voltage is still reading a little wild. What you can do is take the heat gun to this and accelerate the process. Let's do that. It's literally been sitting open like 100 yards from the ocean for like a year. All right, and I didn't clean it on purpose. So throwing some heat into the inlet like a biscuit fan will certainly get it done. Just getting all of the metal hot. So we're starting from that much noise. What I did with the other one is I put it in the hot sun running for like 2 hours. Like when the sun comes out today, you put it in the hot sun for a couple hours. It'll clean up. Yeah, it's already down to 2 volts. It's fucking meant to run in a clean room, dude. These are clean room power supplies. And I'm running it out here next to the fucking beach at 6 o'clock in the morning. Noise is down to 2 volts. Noise is down to 0 volts. See? Where's your daddy and residue? Now that it's not reading total wonkers, we can put a load to it and get it doing its own work, heating itself. How about these over discharged batteries? Alright. We can connect to these two things. Plus, always run your fasteners out on these because they'll collide in the middle. You'll be understanding how important ground is when you're putting your hands all over this thing and you know there's 750 volts peak to peak in there. See, right there we would have touched the AC if we hadn't Kapton taped that off. Absolute minimum viable product, dude. Like if you do this at work, I'm probably gonna fucking yell at you. This is not work. Get a wrench on that. That's my fits all wrench. There we go. Double check your polarity. Black to negative. And this is the positive. So all we have to do is crank an Anderson on here. We got ourselves a test. And I think hear that? I took all my stuff from the spot. I'm literally without even a single fucking Anderson crimp, so. Don't strip silly wire over the unit. Negative. Negative. Before you attach that, you better take some measurements. Like 3.9, something like that. Well, what, 14, 28, somewhere in there, 28 volts, you know? How about 28 volts? So first we'll make the power supply match this. You're supposed to run a diode in here to stop this from back energizing into there. So pack is 23 volts. Let's start at 24. With the current minimized. You didn't check this to make sure it's sane. 23.46. Ready to see the full power test? I can put it someplace where you can see it. Boom. And then for second reference, we'll grab the voltage at the output leads. It has Kelvin measurement, but we're not using it. Let's see, 1,000 watt charge. These things can take about 40 amps of charge. So we gotta be able to go rail to rail on it. It's rated an arbitrary current. You want to set your CV first. So let's disconnect. There's some heat coming out of the back of this thing now. About 27.4. Couple amps. Ooh, I just lost it. Did we already lose a MOSFET? No fucking way. This is why you do full power testing. Ah, I smoked it. I can smell it. Oh, failed full power testing. Son of a bitch. Well, I guess we're not done. Oh yeah. I smoked something in there. Well, that's why it's insufficient just to measure your voltage. Like I was able to, show that it could do a. Did I show short? I don't think I showed short circuit current on this one. I just showed rail to rail voltage, and so what this would have done is it would have really put it through it. So it's not fixed yet. Let's go work on it.